Don't interrupt me.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.
Yo, what's up? It's that time again. It's the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast coming to you live every Tuesday night. The number one live podcast.
The P.I.G.Z.
Straight from Compton.
From the H-double-O-D. How's my... Is this camera pointed at me right?
Yes.
I didn't even look. Usually I look, you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter.
I was late, you know?
Doesn't matter. Aren't both sides good?
Well, I just, I don't want to be... What if only half my face is showing and the rest of it's just a screen, you know? Like, I just want to make sure that I'm in here.
You're in it, Johnny.
I'm in here in the screen.
It's Tuesday night, the night that we are the number one live podcast
in the world.
Number one.
We have a special guest today, or a guest on the podcast.
Oh, he's not special?
Not special.
God damn,
Guest.
He's like, well, a guest.
We got
Steve?
guests for you today.
Steve takes back so fast. It's like
Hey, Cody Rhodes got me all worked up, bro, on SummerSlam. Walking his dog for no reason.
he was walking
retired.
feral.
For no reason.
It's because he's retired now. The dog's retired.
So walk him more?
No,
That means
like,
rest.
that was the last time that he's walking with them. Like that was
his
the
swan
point.
song.
Like that, Pharaoh comes on the road with them, but he's too old now, so he's staying at home, and that was his last walk to the ring.
And I wish that was his last walk, too.
By the way, for those who don't know, Steve's talking about he watched SummerSlam this weekend.
Which wasn't as... It was all right. It was all right.
It was good.
It was good, man.
Nah, it was whatever. Special guest... Manuel, Manuel, how do you want it? Because you're from OC and from LA, so we got to figure this out.
Let's go by Manuel. Doesn't matter.
Manuel Garcia. He's not only a punk rocker, he's an artist as well. I met him last year at La Bulla.
Yeah.
A great art show that just passed this last weekend. Out there at the Plaza de la Raza. They always pay homage to wrestling, something that we like here a lot. Except for me, I hate a lot
Cody
of
Rhodes and his dog.
Rhodes and WWE. No, I
So
like
good,
WWE.
man.
There was
Watch
some,
it.
No, there was some good
Watch
shit.
it.
There was cool shit. But I think sometimes some matches are just too long and some aren't long enough. You know what I mean? Like they choose the wrong ones to make long and the other ones not.
Which one did you think was too long?
The women's match in the beginning?
You thought that was too long?
Yeah, that was just like,
I felt that was just good.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought that was
but
enough.
I thought that was better than Zayn or whatever his name is. Match.
Sami Zayn did give up that belt too fast, and I
Yeah.
felt that match was too fast. That could have been a little bit longer.
And like the girls' match was a lot more entertaining than the Zayn match.
I mean,
so I
that's the
don't know.
storyline, man. That was months of storyline.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. But anyways, we met there. We did art. I did art there, and they always pay homage to luchadores. And this year they did something different. I think what they did is they had someone else curate it, and there was so many different types of artists there. And they had like usually gives you a cutout, and you get to draw on that.
Yeah, it's like a famous like luchador.
Yeah, they
something
did
like that.
Thunder Liger last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what they did is the little guys that are on here, the little luchadores that are up there, the Mexican style ones.
Yeah.
They did a cutout of like that, like the.
Oh, just the full body. Oh, that's
Just
cool.
the body with,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the hands, how those guys are
Yeah.
that we have here on Mario's desk. But, and then other guys got to do whatever they wanted.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
And then other people got to do whatever they wanted, depending on who you were, I guess. But always a great show. It looked like it was awesome. It looked like it went off, and it was pretty good. But we were there, like I said, and so first question, man, what got you into art?
Well, I've always drawn since I was a kid. I always wanted to be a comic book artist. That was like my thing when I was like a little kid, obviously. I grew up, I've always had that creative element in me. So it was like, I got into music, punk rock. That's why I go by this punk guy. Playing music and writing music and playing in bands. And it wasn't until my 30s that I picked up a pencil again, actually. So it's basically out of boredom, really. That's the reason why I started doing art again. And I don't know, it just something that really grabbed me when I wanted to learn how to paint. I seen people on YouTube, and I go, you know what? I can figure that out. I can figure that out how to do that myself. So I just learned how to do it myself, and been since then. So
The new teacher, YouTube.
YouTube, man.
Yeah.
You learn
I
anything
Learn everything
on
off of YouTube.
there. Yeah.
Elon Musk said you don't need to go to college. Just
No,
fucking
YouTube.
YouTube careers.
there's some great lessons on there. Like it's really.
I mean, anything. You can learn how to play guitar on YouTube. You can learn how to do a podcast.
Yeah, we just learned how to snake a toilet today.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube.
Oh, nice. All right. And you don't have to pay some guy for it.
Yeah.
Like,
In my past life, I used to have to install car stereo. So back in the day, they used to give you a book on how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Now everyone does it online, and they give it all away for free. And they let you know how to do that shit. So it's all fucking good teachings on there, man. Good teachings.
Yeah, it doesn't. But there's plenty of stuff that I saw in there, car stuff. They're like, that's easy, just do it. And then it's like 2 hours later, I'm sweating and bleeding, and I'm like, I can't do it.
well, you know what? When they have a lift or they have, you know what I'm saying, and you're going, like I've done the same shit. I look shit up, and I'm like, oh, I'll take care of it, and I'm gonna do the car thing. Fuck you. We don't have the right tools. You know, because they got specialty tools. B, he has it up on the lift, and he's like, yeah, just come from the bottom. If you're at home, just jack this up. And you're like, oh, that'll be easy.
And you have this little specialty screwdriver. If not,
Yeah.
you know, it's only $3,000.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is when you go to like a mechanics and then you go, oh, like they're trying to like fix something, and you're like, I wonder what's taking them so long, and they're in the back looking at like their phone, like a YouTube video, trying to like fix the thing.
Wait, what?
Like I could do this myself.
Yeah. I've learned that I can't do a lot of that shit myself, but especially on newer cars. My truck, yeah, it's older truck. There's a lot of room. Shit just comes in and out. But like newer shit where there's a bunch of plugs, a bunch of sensors, a bunch of shit like that, you're like, what the fuck?
It's all computer.
Yeah,
You need a special computer now.
They're not designed to be worked on anymore.
No.
You know what I mean?
Gotta
Like,
be an
your-
engineer.
Right,
now.
your car is absolutely not designed for you to work on it at home, like at all. Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You don't even have the little plug-in thing that tells you what's wrong. You just got a little diagnostic plug.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
All cars still got that, man.
huh?
All cars got an OBD2.
No, I'm saying, but you don't have that at home. You don't. I'm saying the people at home don't have the
Oh, I
thing
see.
to make it do it.
Got it.
And then you got to pay someone to do that. Oh, no, you can go to AutoZone.
You gotta go AutoZone, yeah, for free. They'll do it one time.
But
Get in the
the
zone.
thing with AutoZone, man, is it give you really basic shit, very
Sure.
vague.
Well, because it's free, yeah.
Yeah, they don't go
It's like some
deep.
16-year-old kids,
Yeah.
like working a part-time job.
He's like, hey, yeah, something's
Hey,
wrong
how come
with the
how
water.
come my check engine light came on? It's like, it's your transmission. It's like, yeah, I know that part. Like, what about my fucking?
He's just gonna turn around and tell you to fucking YouTube it. So
Yeah.
you know. But yeah,
And then you YouTube it, and there's like 5 different reasons why.
It could be this, could be that.
But you're gonna have to move this to get to that.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
So this repair is either going to run you $75 or $7,000, depending on you. It's like,
one
Cool,
thing.
man. Yeah,
Is there any YouTube on how to be a comedian?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's classes.
There's
and
got
all
to
that
be
stuff.
like for improv for sure.
Sure.
Improv, yeah. Yeah, improv, I think. But like stand up,
Sure. I mean, let's look.
you know. I mean, you should do the first video, bro, right here.
No, thank you.
Come on, bro.
I like how Steve's always trying to put you to work.
To make me do like, hey, is there this stupid thing? It's like, no, that stupid
it
thing
make-
doesn't exist. You should do it. Like, oh, cool.
And get monetized for it and make some dough.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I feel like if you watch enough comedy, you can kind of like pick up rhythms and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, do you guys ever watch Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you watch enough of that, you can see what works and what doesn't work and who's going to work and who's not going to work.
But and then you get up there and you fucking forget everything that worked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're up in front of like, even like 5 people. You're like, fuck.
There's absolutely here. So I just wrote stand-up comedy tutorial. The first thing that popped up: writing a joke with Mark Norman, the philosophy of comedy, comedic techniques, Nate Bargatze's stand-up comedy tips for beginners. So yeah, there's plenty.
There's plenty on there.
See, there's technique.
Well, of course, it's a math problem. Like, you know, that's all it is. It's a math problem. Like if you could make it the
But I heard 1 + 1 is 1.
it's 1 times
It's
1
1
is
times
2.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1 times 1 is 2. There
1
you go.
times 1 is 2.
See, I
is
fucked
what
up the joke.
that retard
Fuck.
said.
I need to fucking watch that tutorial. But anyways, and there's shit for art. So you got into art at a later age. Pop out your punk rock. You still play music? You still in a band?
I don't play in a band anymore. It's so hard to play with a bunch of people, obviously, like, because every band I've ever been in always, like, ends horribly. So yeah, just playing with other people's. I mean, I still play guitar and I play on my own, and sometimes you play it in front of a girl to show her off, or if that still works now. But
Yeah, does that work still?
sometimes if they grew up in the scene and they know and like, oh, let me play this old like Agent Orange song or something like that. Be like, oh yeah, I remember
Oh,
that
then
song.
she has
yeah.
to be older then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not dating youngins, so
You look pretty young though.
yeah.
No.
I'm 43.
So you're still young. You're probably getting them them at least 30s,
Yeah, early 30s.
early 30s.
So, but the best thing is the older women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
All right.
I see you shaking your head no.
I was thinking what I was thinking about specifically when I
All of the berries, sweet the juice.
No, was this we were at a bar in Gardena, and there's these two like fucking tias, that's for sure. And they came in and they controlled the jukebox, and they were picking the jams. And I was thinking, someone needs to throw some dick in these old broads. They're out here drinking, getting loose, ready to but
yeah.
I couldn't do it. When I was shaking my head, I was thinking about those two ladies, so very specifically, and how I was too much of a pussy to fucking go handle their business.
And there's an art to a good jukebox like chooser or whatever you would call that person. There's an art form.
Curator.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that will just make the whole night epic, and then there's people that just fuck it up.
Like, I don't want to DJ. I don't ever want to be, oh, he's fucking
wanna listen to my
DJing the
track.
thing, but I for sure want to control the fucking
Jukebox.
I want to control I want control of that shit. I'll pay however much. If I'm going to be there all night drinking, I will pay whatever it takes to skip all these fucking... Well, how much to skip all this and get to my songs? Like, 'cause I'm about to put $40 in right now, and I want to hear...
It's all Agent Orange shit.
Yeah, I want to hear all my music this whole time. We're going to listen to the whole live Social Distortion album right now. We're going to skip the first part where they ask him about the tank tops outside. But after that,
I was gonna say that's the most
fi-
epic part.
but we're firing through this whole fucking album right now.
Yeah, I used to go to a lot of bars in Covina, and yeah, this girl I was dating, she would always be like on the jukebox and just like, yeah, people actually would give her free drinks because the shit was rocking.
Sure.
Send her a drink. Hey, here's a drink. Great song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But it's all older people.
What's like the go-to song like that's gonna start it?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you that. What for you? If you're at a bar and there's a jukebox, what's your go-to song?
I guess it depends on what kind of bar I'm at too.
Sure.
That makes
What kind
a
of mood are you
big
trying to
difference.
set?
Yeah.
You know?
The
So,
crowd.
If I'm in LA, if I'm in Orange County, it makes a big difference.
What are you playing in L.A.?
Morrissey, dude. Of course.
Oh, well.
No Morrissey.
No
No
Morrissey.
Morrissey for me. No. I'll play some like old like funk or something like that. But yeah, I just can't do Morrissey. I know I'm Mexican, but that's.
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm not-
I wanted to
Morrissey.
tell you, I'm so mad that we didn't have a show last week.
I know. I wanted to talk shit.
Why? What happened?
Because fucking Oso, wherever the fuck he's at, still fucking me up.
What
So
happened?
R.I.P. Oso, but fuck you at the same time because I know it was him who did not let me get to Morrissey last week.
How close
Again?
were you?
Again. Bro, I was 13 hours stuck on the 15 freeway.
Oh, you didn't get there at all.
I showed up at 10:30 when everyone walked out.
Oh my
So thanks, Oso, wherever the fuck you're at.
Well played.
Oh.
so,
R.I.P. Oso, he just passed away.
My friend,
my bad.
my
Long
fr-
story.
My friend Trinity got on stage with Morrissey and hugged him.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
On one
there's
night.
like I don't know. There's video of it. If we're going, oh my god, and the security's like standing around her, like, "Don't try to kill this fool." And she's like, then she gets off. It was pretty-
Nice.
Yeah, and I thought I was like, "I wonder if Mario's there right now."
Nope.
I wanted him to know. I know her. She got to hug him, fool. Like,
And Miles was in his car.
say that.
Night one. So I made it for night
what
four
a
though.
nightmare.
It's a long.
But you
story.
made it to night 4, you said?
Night 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so how? But there was 4 nights.
4 nights.
You were headed there on the first night.
Correct.
What happened the second and third night?
He didn't
I-
show up.
He left
Oh,
after 2
silly Morris.
songs.
I couldn't stay for the second night. I could have, but I mean, I couldn't have. But I did have tickets for that show, but I couldn't stay.
So you came back?
Yeah, that same night.
So you drove there.
Yep.
Didn't make it in.
Yep.
And then came back.
I went to the after party to go meet my partners for a little bit and stayed there until about 4 o'clock, and then drove home at 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. You
Yeah.
turned around and drove home after you'd been on the road for 13 hours.
Not to mention, I had just drove in from Fresno the couple hours before I drove out. To that.
Holy shit. And then how long before you drove back again?
I went back the following week, but right after the me driving back from Vegas, I slept for about an hour just to get up, and I had to drive to San Diego. And that
For
was,
what? For
filming
Dirty Ron McDonald?
Dirty Ron McDonald. We were filming Danger Pro Wrestling that day, and that was a 3-hour traffic jam too. Headed out there.
This when Mario was stuck on the fifth. That's a nightmare.
Fuck. No, good times. Good times, guys. Good times.
Offered to try to get out there and not eat meat and talk to Morrissey. Fucking give him a hug.
Yeah, but good times though.
If you told him that story, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
like, Morrissey, I tried to fucking make out 13 hours. I didn't make. He'd be like, man, fuck you.
Dude,
Next.
there's
Exactly.
a lot of people who never made it to the show because they were still stuck on the freeway.
You didn't make it either.
No,
No, he's just trying.
I
to
made
say
it to I made it to the venue at 10:30 when everyone walked out.
Yeah.
There's people who are still stuck on that freeway when I was
Yeah.
happening, or people
Hey,
just.
where's the bullet train when you need it?
Yeah.
I know.
A backpack, a fucking jetpack, anything.
Something.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Or
think
like
it's
an airplane, like an adult.
I would have just gave up like halfway through and just turned around.
At 7 hours?
Yeah.
It's like, so we're going home, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're just going to turn around.
When you see those people driving on the sides of the dirt, like just turn around. Let's
like,
go
it's
home.
time to go,
Yeah.
man.
well, we all had to be rerouted to the 40 because we were.
Oh, once they say reroute, I'm just flipping it.
Yeah. It's like, I'll reroute to that side of the freeway.
Yeah, I'm
right
hitting the
there.
Del Taco at fucking Barstow, getting something I can't get here, and then coming home.
I'm a Mexican, not a Mexican.
No, you're a
guys.
Mexi late.
You're a Mexican. You didn't,
Yeah,
you
I did.
didn't
Totally
see
didn't.
anything.
I got to see the 40, Interstate 40 for the first time in my life, and the 95, so that was interesting.
What's the
I haven't
40?
even heard of those.
The 40 is what it runs parallel to the 15, but like a trillion miles down.
Oh, it's the one that goes way the fuck out there. Yeah, yeah.
There's a giant mountain between the 15 and the 40, and you're on the opposite side of that fucking mountain.
Dude, that shit's scary driving like at nighttime, like through it. Like there's nothing.
If anyone's been to Mexicali before, that one fucking road as you get in, it's dark. There are no lights, and it does this shit. So it's almost kind of like you're rolling like a fucking roller coaster. Like
Isn't that like going to like Arizona?
Yeah, like same
Kind
thing.
of, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost same
Laughlin
thing.
or
Yeah.
Laughlin or something like that?
Were you
Yeah.
angry?
was I angry?
Yeah.
No, I was positive until I got to the venue. Until I got
Until they got to the venue.
the venue, and then I wasn't even angry at that point. I was just like, "Fuck!" I was at least hoping for one song, and yeah, did not
Were
happen.
people crying when they were walking out? It was the best.
They said it was a good show, but then when it came time to my show, me fucking, I wasn't that happy with it. It was
You weren't happy with your show?
No,
Why? What did
too
you
loud,
do?
too
loud.
too ear piercing.
Oh, to the show that you went to.
Correct.
So not only did you drive and not make it, and then when you made it, the show was not good.
I mean, it was a good show. I mean, he did forget his fucking lyrics and he dropped the microphone.
What do you mean he forgot his lyrics? He only sings like 5 songs, right?
Oh no, dude, that dude has his fucking discography.
Did he
is
rip
crazy.
his shirt off too?
Yes, he always does.
Shut up.
Did
Oh,
you
he rips
catch
his shirt
some
off?
flowers? At
I
least?
did not catch flowers. No, I was too far for that.
Oh.
But I had a good view
Where did you perform?
at the House of Blues.
Okay.
I'm like, I will be.
This is where we got to from jukebox.
Right.
Trolling.
No,
We
I've
weren't
been
even trying
thinking
to do
about-
to
I've been
this.
thinking about this since
Last week?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this since last weekend. Before that, like I wanted to.
I had a lot of shit to talk about last week, and obviously
I'm very,
last week didn't happen.
I'm still so like. The Morrissey culture is just.
I don't get it.
It's mind-boggling
I
to
don't
me,
get
you know.
it,
But
yeah.
I'm so. As much as I'm against it, I'm also very curious about it. Like I like to know about their world. Like you fucking. Little
I
psychos,
don't
man.
get it because they try to say that his music is like norteña music, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't see the connection. But hey, fuck whatever, you know.
I mean, norteño music. I mean, you're telling stories about drug dealers
But
most of the time.
everything's telling stories, right?
No.
Music. in
Well,
general.
right. So I mean, depending if norteños move you in a certain way, sure.
He's like,
I think that's what they were saying. I can't remember exactly.
I don't know if
the
they're
type of
touched
music.
by it in the same way.
So yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people in that genre. I don't know if it moves people in that kind of like sense, other than like people doing cocaine.
I
and
could be
fucking-
wrong with the genre of music, but they're trying to compare it to. I think they're just trying to make it like, so they don't sound lame.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh, this is why.
Yeah, no, Morrissey is fucking cool. Like,
Mexican as
get
fuck.
outta here. He doesn't even have.
I mean,
cool-
it's
his hair's all stupid now.
Dude, he's old as fuck.
Yeah, he used to have cool hair, kind of. Nah, he looks all just like.
And he used to be cool and just fucking like
I liked him
cancel
better.
concerts.
I liked him better when his name was Sinead O'Connor.
It was still fun. It was great. I'm glad to have at least caught one of the 4 shows, so that was awesome.
And he didn't cancel one?
No, did all 4. And he just announced a tour for all Midwest.
How come he's playing so many shows right now? I feel like
He needs money.
He
needs money, yeah.
That's true, because I feel like maybe 10 years ago or something, like he didn't play really shows, and then now he's playing. Like,
he
way
took some
more.
time off, and that's when also comes into the story because I was gonna meet Morrissey at K-Rock when he came back after his long, like I think 7 to 10 year.
So I'm not crazy.
7 years. No, he didn't do shit for like a long time. He finally came back with a new album. I go to K-Rock to go meet him.
K-Rocks.
And I was one person away from meeting him, and this girl fucking flips the fuck out and also then grabs Morrissey and like whisk him away. And I'm like, fuck, I was one person from meeting him and getting my shit signed. And also fucking
He saved you.
You think so?
Because Morrissey wouldn't have signed your shit.
Yeah.
And it would have been worse. You would
And he
have been
probably
more
told
hurt.
he probably told you something like been mean to you.
Yeah.
Well, they say never meet your heroes, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never meet your
He
heroes.
saved you. Thank you, Oso.
Yeah. Thank you for saving Mario from what he thought would have been a good experience.
Yeah.
It would have been the awesomest experience.
And
I don't
also-
know.
And also thank you for fucking up all his Morrissey experiences.
Yeah.
Fucking
forever.
asshole.
7
Fuck you
hours.
also.
7 hours, man.
What?
How
13,
long?
13
yeah,
hours.
13 hours. 13 hours of sitting in fucking. Who were you by yourself?
No, I had a car friend.
Oh.
No, just a car friend.
Yeah, obviously.
What's
But-
a car friend?
Yeah, that's what I was
like
like,
a
oh, what does
car
that
friend.
mean?
Car friend.
All right.
13 hours?
Just to drive back the next day.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a while.
Not even the next day, later that night.
And even more wilder, I had to end up passing out at some point about midnight because at this point I'm already fucking tired. Couldn't drive home anymore from San Diego. Passed out at a McDonald's parking lot. Zach on the side of me. He's all high as fuck because it was we had nothing but cannabis vendors there. Couldn't sell it, so all the stuff was free. So he took some fucking weed drink and got all fucked up. So I passed out, woke up about 6 to drive home, and then on Sunday we did 2 back-to-back Pigs radio episodes with light bands.
Mario's living the rough life.
No, he is.
You took a decade off your life fucking this last weekend.
Did you eat McDonald's?
I did, and
That's another decade off.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know what else to grab.
Yeah, no, for sure.
At fucking midnight.
And you're high as fuck.
Did you
Yeah.
get some nuggies or what?
Ayo, Zach's online snacks. Zach kept saying like, "Oh, I want snacks. Like I want fucking
He's high.
ice cream."
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
high. He wants
You know what?
snacks.
And I didn't even think about it like because at that point I didn't know that he even drank the shit. So I didn't know he was high. I just knew like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like he's just like loopy
Being
as
a
shit.
weirdo.
I'm like, what the
What,
fuck?
13 hours, asshole?
Well, no.
this
He
is
didn't go
the
to
next
Morrissey.
day.
That was me.
It's the next
Yeah.
day in San Diego.
Yeah, I picked up Zach before we went down to San Diego. So I did a world mini tour of the West
So
Coast.
when you came back, did you have to drop him off?
Yes.
So that's
And he
more
lives,
time.
yeah, and he lives in Whittier, so it's not uber far, but it's not fucking close either. That was
Yeah.
another 30 minutes at least to my drive.
Have you recovered in sleep?
Yes.
Are you good now?
Yeah, it took me about 2 days to kind of like readjust, and then I was invited back to Morrissey, and then I threw 2 after parties the one weekend before. And then since I was going back, I threw a last minute after party.
You should have drove a double-decker bus there.
I should have.
Then it would
I
have
like
worked
that,
out.
Johnny. I like
That's
that.
a good joke. That's a good Morrissey joke right there. Pow, pow, pow.
So you're not a Morrissey head?
No.
Thank God. We like you better already.
Heck yeah. No, I just don't get it. But, you know, I think he has some good songs, but it's just not my thing.
He doesn't get it. I don't get
I
it.
mean, yeah.
It's
To be fair, like I know maybe like the 2 or 3 songs that are on the radio.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
I can't name you a deep cut or anything like that. So
There'll be. I guarantee you that you can play me songs. I'm like, oh shit, that's a Morrissey song, just because the only time I've ever heard it is at some girl's house.
Yeah.
And it's like I heard it in the background, but I have no idea.
And her tias were playing it.
You know, but I have no idea what it is or who it is.
Except Marlo knows.
Yeah, Mario knows them all.
You know what though? Like, because I'm dyslexic, I forget all the names. So I'll at least know the song and I can sing along,
Sure.
but I won't fucking.
I don't know the names of the songs.
There's some hardcore fucking fans out there when they know when it came out, what album, all this shit. Like, nah, I'm just enjoying the fucking music.
Sure.
I'm not gonna remember anything else. Like,
I get the same way with wrestling. People start talking about wrestling. They're like, well, you know the main event of fucking Bad Blood in 2007. And I'm like, no, man. Like I was like, I probably watched it. I don't remember. You know, like get out of here. I don't have that kind of memory for that shit.
I think all this stifle, we never even got your question, your answer for what's the track you're going to be picking for the jukebox.
No, he said funk. He said funk.
No, I said
LA is funk.
if it's LA, it's funk.
Yeah.
Not punk. Yeah.
No, funk. Yeah.
If it's Orange County, yeah, definitely any type of punk music. Everyone there. In fact, before I came over here, I walked into 7-Eleven to get my energy drink, and some meth head girl, she had a big old like swole on her face, like it was all blistered up. She's like, "You like punk?" And I go, "Yeah." She's like, "That's cool." And she starts talking to me, and I'm just like, "I gotta go. Like, get away from me."
Even if I didn't have to go, I have to go.
I walked out, and she walked out right after me. She said, "Hey, you got any weed?" And I go, "No, sorry,
like,
I gotta
man,
go. I'm already late."
Beat it, lady.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And you see, he has a WWE energy drink.
How's
Yep.
that C4? How's that?
It's delicious. Can't complain.
As long as it's not prime. Prime, you know.
Those prime drinks aren't that bad.
Have you
though.
tried? I've
They're
never
good.
had. I refuse to support, so I've never had one before.
Well, I like to think of myself as an energy drink connoisseur. Like I'm
shit,
like
so
really
what's-
like my blood pressure is like way the fuck up here. So
All right, well, let's
Yeah.
hear some recommendations for energy drinks.
And for what you use them. Because you know what I'm saying? There's
Sure,
different levels
right.
of energy needed at different times.
Sure.
yeah. Well, I drink one every morning for sure.
What's your favorite morning?
C4s are good because they kind of like level me out. But if I want like something that give me like a real rush, I'll drink those Reigns, which are really good.
Reign?
A Reign, R-E... I can't spell
What's
it.
a good
Fuck.
flavor of that?
They have like a white gummy bear that's delicious, and a orange sherbet.
Uh-huh.
So those are good. But I'm actually like on a couple of like energy drink forums. This is so fucking
That
nerdy.
is spectacular.
And like we go around like trying to find like limited edition this and that.
Oh,
and,
shit.
Yeah. So if you want like a real good one with like creatine and like good for working out, Gorilla Mind.
Gorilla Mind.
Yeah, and those are only at vitamin stores.
what do
Oh,
you
Tiger
shit.
Blood.
what do you think of Zoa?
It's too weak for me. Not enough caffeine. I think there's only
Oh,
like 150
shit.
milligrams of caffeine in it. So
What's the weakest energy drink?
probably like that one. Usually like 100, 200 is like a little below average. I like 300-400. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By the way, you're not wondering why you have high blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
Just
he's like, no, I don't, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't have to wonder.
okay, just making sure. Like, why do I have high blood pressure? I don't know, because I drink all the energy drinks.
fuck yeah.
I love that you're on an energy drink for.
I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Figuring out that is the
Damn.
fucking. In my mind, it's just a bunch of cops. That's who drinks energy drinks to me is fucking police. They got to stay up, you know.
Yeah.
Instead of drinking coffee, they're drinking fucking.
So Red Bull's bullshit.
I like Red Bull, but I mean that's like
That's like the
if I want to
beginners.
drink classic, yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh my god.
Just standard,
Classic.
just like whatever.
Monster.
Monster's okay too. Like they used to have a lot of good flavors of Monsters, and I feel like a lot of the good ones they don't make anymore. So I'd say like G Fuel's really good too.
What's a good monster that's gone? They
they
used to like a
they
lot.
used to have this this one. It was like a sweet tart flavor. It's fucking delicious, and it was like pinstripe.
Rest in peace, Monster Sweet
Yeah.
Tart.
Yeah.
I wish I could have one right now.
Yeah.
How about
Should've told me.
Rockstar?
Nah, those are garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, all the way around.
I mean, they're good for the caffeine. They're like 300 milligrams, but there isn't a real good flavor for it.
Sure.
Like every flavor that you can get of that, there's always a better version of that. So,
What's someone else?
What about Celsius?
I don't like. It has like a weird like aftertaste
It
to
does
it, like
have
a
a
like
weird
a
aftertaste.
That's
I don't know,
called
like a
death.
metallic
Yeah.
aftertaste. I don't
When
like.
the first time I got we were working an event and people were just giving out those Celsius, and I thought it was just like flavored water. Like I'd fucking
Hey, drank 5.
just don't just kill this thing, and like 15 minutes later I'm like, ah, you know, it's like I don't understand what, like, why am I so fucking fired up right now? And it was like, oh shit, I just smashed a giant energy drink. It's like that's what
That reminds me, So every summer they do this thing called Punk in the Park, or I think it's in October, but it's like a
Yeah.
punk rock festival,
Yeah.
and they give out free drinks. So they had like a monster one. It was a monster liquor like thing or whatever, and they just give you
Oh,
cups, and
shit.
it's unlimited. So you just drink it and go back
It's
and go back
unlimited.
and drink it, and it is fucking wild. I don't remember anything after 4 o'clock.
Hell yeah.
But
And that will be back the first weekend of October.
Punk in the Park.
I don't know if is it called Punk in the Park?
Oh, it's
here?
the No Effects.
The No Effects show?
That's the No
Oh,
Effects
yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah, same guy.
but same guys who put the shows
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
October 4, 5, 6 in San Pedro.
yeah.
Are you guys going to them?
I would like to.
They're $150 a ticket, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go because I'm a lifelong fan. But
No Effects. I went to Austin to go see the first shows of this tour, of the farewell tour.
oh really?
Nice.
Yeah, it was,
Nice,
it was,
nice.
It was
2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so long ago. You know what I mean?
Right?
Because they were like, "Oh, this is the last tour," and I'm like, "Oh, the last show's in LA." It's like, "When's that?" It's like, "Oh, like in a year and a half." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What am I doing here?"
I did the
now?"
same thing. I went to the one in San Diego, and it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll see you at the one in October.
I would like to.
Yeah.
They just released the lineup. I mean, it's the usual suspects. You know, it's all the dudes that play.
It's all the same people.
It's all
all
the-
the
yeah.
festivals are all the same. Same
It's wild
bands,
they
say
put
everything.
the Descendants on Saturday though, so they should be playing on Sunday. The last show, but I get it.
Who?
The Descendants.
I'm
They're playing on
going
Saturday, not
Friday.
Sunday. To go on Friday.
Bouncing Souls.
I heard that no one could beat them, and that they drink beer and wear Adidas,
Yeah, they do.
heard that.
They do. They do.
and that they're always looking for a proper pitch. I heard about them too.
That is them. That is them. And for the name Bouncing Souls coming from Doc Martens, they wear Adidas. How does that work? Right? Crazy. But it's okay. So anything else about energy drinks that we need to know, bro?
Yeah, now, this is like a whole. Yeah,
'Cause
this is.
Do you mix it with alcohol? Is there any cool like?
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's a tip about energy drinks. If your arm starts like vibrating
Oh my
and
god.
you feel like a weird pulsating thing, you should
Go to the
probably
hospital?
Stop drinking.
Oh,
But just for that night, you know. Recover.
Just for the night.
Yeah.
Is there any like specific alcohol that you mix with your energy drinks?
No, just vodka. I
Vodka?
mean,
That's
there's
it,
anything. I
right?
mean, you could do like Jaeger and like those. What are they called? Like Jaeger bombs.
Uh-huh.
I haven't done one of those in a long time, but yeah,
I remember when
just
that
vodka.
got
So
I remember when that got
delicious.
invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what got you in? I mean, we went from art to punk rock to energy drinks. What got you into energy drinks?
Not
I
even
don't know, it's
drinking
just-
them.
I don't have many vices,
Yeah.
but energy drinks are my vice.
I'm not even talking about drinking them. Drinking them is fine and dandy, and I'm talking about seeking out a forum to discuss, and like like let's
You belong
talk.
to a club.
Yeah, let's talk about we're like
Cult more like
Yeah,
it.
we talk
Dude,
about energy
his
drinks,
arm
yeah.
is pulsating. The fucking blood pressure is probably over like 200 and plus. Like he's living on the edge.
You just double up on the medication.
That's
all.
right. I
Jeez.
take 2 pills.
Wait, are you
today.
taking blood pressure medication?
Yeah, I'm diabetic.
Look, you got to live life, all right.
God damn.
Live on the edge, or you're taking up too much space.
That's right.
I mean, to each
So what pushed you to like, instead of just being like, most people go to the liquor store, the gas station, and they're cool with a Monster,
Sure.
a Red Bull. You said fuck you and started seeking out C4s and fucking whatever else the fuck, gummy bear liquid.
I don't know. It's just something I like. It's just like my little hobby, I guess. I don't know. So-
Are there collector cans? You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
certain
great
cans?
Yes,
question.
yes, there are. There's a lot of people that like seek out certain cans and certain brands that do certain like limited edition stuff. So definitely, like, there's. I don't like keep the cans, but I do like. I like brag on the forums, like, hey, I got a hold of this or I got a hold of that.
And I drank it and I'm
Yeah.
about to smash it, asshole.
Yeah,
what's your
it's so
your-
nerdy.
What's your hashtag or your name
Oh, there you
on the
go.
forum?
No, it's just like a not like a Facebook like group or whatever. So,
Yeah. You guys don't have-
just use my regular name.
Oh,
Or
okay.
say- that-
I thought it was like
Yeah,
fucking
like,
C4
Red
MIGs or some
balls.
shit.
Yeah.
You guys don't have like a monthly meeting somewhere and drink
No,
behind a 7-Eleven?
I don't think I know anyone like in person from there, but
Not yet.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's all meet at 7-Eleven to go drink power drinks.
Yeah, I heard
Why
they
not?
got. I heard they got the good shit. Let's go. Well, that's the episode of South Park where they're all going crazy looking for Prime, and they hear that there's like special edition ones, and everybody's just going to all these different stores like looking for the special edition.
that would be
drinks.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
would
know?
be me.
Yeah.
Are Primes good?
They're not bad. They're better. They have like a what is it, like a bomb pop flavor one that's really good that I like. But
Have you tried all the flavors?
I tried most of them. I think there's only like maybe one or two that I haven't tried, and I think they have like a special edition one that I got a hold of that was really good. So, but like I said, limited edition.
Now, this is more logistical questions. Do you buy them daily, or are you stocking up and buying
Daily.
like cases at a time?
Daily. The 7-Eleven guy knows me by name.
Nothing embarrasses me more than being local at the 7-Eleven, man. Because all the fools at 7-Eleven, not just one worker, a gang of the workers there know me, and it's just like, this is. I don't want you guys to know me.
You know what the worst part of that is? When you go and you usually get like a big bite or like the meatballs, and they're like, "Hey, no meatballs today."
So one of the saddest I've ever been, and one of the times the most where I felt the worst about myself in my whole fucking life. I used to eat ice cream every day, pints of ice cream, multiple pints of ice cream every day. And I went to that was when I was living in Wilmington, and I went to the liquor store at my house, and I didn't buy ice cream, I bought whatever, and the liquor store guy was like, "What, no ice cream today?" And I was like, "Oh." Like, oh man, this motherfucker knows I come in and buy ice cream, man. This is fucking kill me.
Dude, when my dad passed away, of course I don't, know how to deal with
Emotions.
I would go to 7-Eleven and I'd get 2 cherry Pepsis, but they were the sugar-free, and then a little rack of the chocolate donuts, and then 1 or 2 other things, and he'd always put it in a plastic bag. So I felt like a drug dealer.
Yeah.
He would put it in a plastic bag for me to hide it,
Yeah.
and I'd walk out, and it was the same thing every night, man. That's how I dealt with it for a while. It was fucking crazy. And then when you don't do it, he's looking at you like,
"Hi, what's up, man?
Are you good?
What's wrong,
are you
bro?
okay?
Are you?
He's like, "Oh, you must be feeling better." Like, yeah. Like, "I'm glad to see you're feeling better."
Yeah.
It's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not in here
But don't
buying
come
donuts
back.
every night."
But don't come back unless you're buying donuts.
I mean, people are creatures of habit. They got the routines. I mean,
Yeah.
I worked a little bit at scooping ice cream. I think it was like my second job ever for Baskin Robbins. And then we would have people that would either come in every day or every week or
All the time.
every Tuesday night. So-and-so's coming in for X, Y, and Z. I remember this older white dude. I don't remember his name or anything, but he'd come in for like a malt vanilla shake. And he'll bring in the exact change every single time.
He knew exactly how much it cost.
Yeah.
Did you guys make fun of all those people?
No, I mean,
I would have. I'd be like,
Here's my
ice
question to
cream
you.
eating
But you're right. There's
motherfuckers.
regulars for everyone. Like
everything and
yeah,
everywhere.
everything.
In the ice cream biz, was
Ice
it more
cream biz.
white, Latino,
Yeah,
or
what's
black?
the geographical? What's the
That would always come.
the racial demographics?
I think it's always going to be based on the city that you're in. I was in Carson, so we had a little bit of everything. We had whites, we had blacks, we had Hispanics.
That's the best place. So
Asian.
there's
But who was always-
That's what there's equal opportunity for
Yeah.
all races in Carson because
Yeah.
everybody's there. So, was the ice cream breakdown?
Fuck, man.
Nothing noticeable. Is that what you're saying? It wasn't a noticeable
it
difference.
was almost the same.
Was it like white people would eat the vanilla and black people would eat the?
Let's hear that.
The black
Hell
people
yeah.
have like a rocky road.
People came in and like they tried everything just to see what the fuck they like, but it wasn't even like that. I will say that the Compton one here, that's all Hispanic and black for sure. Like ain't no white people
Well, that's
coming
a
into that
Michoacana,
motherfucker.
bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about that.
What the hell? They do boyonicos there.
There,
dog.
there's a
And
Baskin
fajita
Robbins.
plates.
There's a
Yeah, it was that.
There's
the
a-
one in Compton is only Mexicans and black people.
Yeah.
No shit, man. Like what the fuck? It's like everyone's want some Samoans. Yes, we know. We know who lives in Compton.
you know what? I'm gonna say a lot more black people in Carson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a handful of whites. It was more blacks, and then maybe whites and Mexicans about the same, and then very little Asians.
I've seen these guys that do the food reviews talk about the Louisiana chicken with the Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
Is
and
that
they were
place
hating
good? I
it.
passed that place.
I heard that they're all different though.
They're all different, but the one up the street off of Wilmington and Alondra is the best one for Chinese food
Oh, okay.
because it's made to order, and it's like restaurant quality. Like, it's good.
Okay. I'll have to try.
And he
paying-
knows his Chinese food.
Oh,
It's
I
the
do.
best.
Konnichiwa,
Like,
bitches.
it's such a good. That's not Chinese at all. It's such a good idea. I love.
Ni
There's
hao?
that is Chinese. That there's a made to order Chinese and chicken place right down the
Oh,
street.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Baby,
Now, for the demographics with you guys, is it mainly white guys or like mixed or how that are drinking?
wait, where?
Where? Yeah.
They don't
They
know
don't know
it
that are drinking the
in their
energy drink.
energy
Oh,
drink
got it.
form.
And your form.
Bro,
It's all bros. What are you
it's
talking
a fucking
about?
white thing, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you're not white, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make
Sure.
sure. What's the numbers?
Yeah, it's just
bullshit,
super white, yeah.
bullshit. Because when you're at fucking, and I live in Orange County, if I'm at an AM, PM, or some gas station pumping gas, you know who's drinking those fucking drinks? All the guys that cut lawns.
Sure.
All the guys that do construction. My monstro.
Yeah, but they're not on forms either. So
No.
Also, very fucking true.
Yeah.
You
Well, there's
want
no Mexican form.
Hey man, you wanna go? You wanna your life to stop for about 20 minutes? Head into any 7-Eleven about 12:30, and that place is just packed.
Yeah.
With fucking paisas in there, fucking getting the giant drinks and hot dogs. And all. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be here for a year waiting in line behind this.
usually like 2 tall
motherfuckers.
cans and then an energy drink.
Yeah. We go to AM, PM, though, and people are stealing shit out the door, walking out with hot dogs and burgers. And I've always been the guy when I'm there, like, do I pay or do I go?
Sure.
Like, fuck. I just saw 4 guys walk out.
Right,
like,
but I'm gonna pay.
oh, fuck. And then you just get stuck in the pay line. And you're like, fuck you, dude. It's just, whatever.
I feel like late at night because there's a 7-Eleven that it's like a block from my house maybe and you go in there like at 1 a.m. and it is like a war zone inside there, and it's not. I take that back. It's not a war zone. Just anything can happen inside there because there's wild homeless people. There's crazy shit going on there. Plus, there's a bar right down the street called the Bullet, and the Bullet is a gay bar, but it's not like a West Hollywood gay bar. This is a North Hollywood fucking Valley and fag bar. You know what I mean? They play hardcore gay pornography on the walls the whole time the bar's open. It's like a leather daddy bar. So they'll put up like privacy screens so you can't see what's going on in there, but you see people pulling up in their cars and stuff and see the outfits they're wearing. It's fucking wild. So on one of those nights, like on a Friday or Saturday,
When you're coming out of there?
yeah, when I leave, it's like, this shit's wild. But like at that 7, because it's super close to the 7-Eleven. You go to the 7-Eleven and people leaving the bar to get some White Claws or beers or whatever to go home, and it's like, whoa, man, this shit is serious.
Yeah.
Where's the party at?
This is the valley. I'm like, yo, I'm in the valley right now. This is how I feel. I'm like,
That's like
this
when
is-
you like get out and you turn the corner from the 7-Eleven, you see everyone like lined up and there's just a hole there and you're like, what's going on? one in the morning?
And so my one of my roommates, he had somebody coming over to meet him, and my roommate wasn't home. So the dude's like, well, I'll just go have a drink at this bar, and wait. So he goes in the bar and he walks in and he sees that they're playing gay porn and stuff on the wall and figures out what's going on real quick. So turns around to walk out, and as he's walking out, some dude on a bicycle like pulls up and sees him coming out and is all like, oh, what's up with this guy? And so he's walking around. So he follows him on the bike and he pulls up to him. It's like, hey man, did I see you come out of the Bullet? And instead of understanding what's going on, he's like, yeah, I was in there. I'm waiting for my friend. He's like, all right. So, so he goes, I'm just walking. He's like, all right, he goes, how about I give you the best blowjob of your life? And he was like, no, thank you. But all this dude saw was a young man coming out of the Bullet, thought he found one, a fucking wild one walking down the street.
By the way, how long?
$20.
How long?
$20.
How long did it take him watching the porn to realize, hey, there's no chicks on here. What's going on?
Where's the
chicks?
chicks?
What's happening?
I think you realize, and then you start contemplating your exit.
Sure.
Like, how am I going to get out of here? Because I don't want to be that asshole.
If you are 1 second past the point where you could just turn around and walk away, like if you just like, whoop, like as soon as you're like 3 steps inside,
Yeah.
it is for sure like, all right, so how do I get the fuck out of here? Like,
Do I get a drink?
Yeah, how cool do I play this? Where I'm like, yo, man, fuck it, whatever.
That don't mean shit.
I came in here for a drink. You guys have alcohol, right? Fucking
Yeah.
throw me a drink. Or you just be like, this is not, I didn't mean to be here.
Yeah, do you grab the peanuts or not?
Sorry to interrupt you, gentlemen. This is not right. I didn't mean to come in here. I'll catch you guys another time. I'm going to head on home.
Let me get around on me before I leave.
I got around for the bar. Ring that bell.
Oh, man. Shit. Fuck. Craziness. But, I did not expect this conversation to happen today. You know?
It always comes back to Gabe.
We haven't talked about
It always does,
We haven't
right?
talked about art really one time.
Yeah.
No, yeah. 'Cause when we had Joel here, it was all art, and you know
Yeah.
the way he. We had another artist here not too long ago, Joel Falcon, and he had lost his arm in a motorcycle
accident.
Oh, shit.
So and he's right-handed, and so he just started
lost his
painting.
right hand.
Yeah,
Lost his right
the
arm.
Wait, he painted with the right hand and then lost it?
He was
or-
not a painter.
at all.
Was not a painter at all. Was a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Got into an accident where a motorcycle just smashed the whole right side of his body. Almost lost his leg too. Fucked his leg up. Fucked his arm up. Lost his arm, and then he started doing art with his offhand. You know, so it's all.
And we're talking about like he played with
crazy.
Tiger Army. He played
Nuts.
with some good bands.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
you
it's
know what?
like
I
a
think I
real
know who you're talking about now, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any
Joel.
interesting stories like that.
I mean, what do you mean? You belong to a
I'm like,
fucking
Paige,
forum.
let's look at some
I'm like,
art.
I was bored at night, so I just started drawing again.
Mario, can you click on it?
No,
Let's
but
see some art.
you belong to a fucking energy drink forum, bro. Yeah. That's amazing.
Energy
I should
drink
just-
cult.
Yeah.
I mean that was for sure. I was not expecting that.
But it's rad anyways.
So I know I go by this punk guy, but I also have an alter ego. I call myself Polynesian Punk because I'm really big into tiki, and I do a lot of like tiki art. So like that, what you're showing right there, I'm doing like a tiki painting, and it's all like Polynesian stuff and all that kind of like.
Are you a
like I
Disney-
mix it with like fantasy and like my comic book stuff, and so it's kind of a mesh of that stuff too.
Are you a Disney adult?
No, I don't get it.
Orange County and like
I
tikis
don't
and
get
not,
it.
Oh man.
Who
Yeah.
are you?
See, I like tiki, but like I like kind of like the horror, the fantasy, like kind of element of it. I guess I don't know how to put it, but it's like it's just not Disney stuff. That's just not my thing.
Sure.
So
Do you
The
do any
concert?
carvings? Like any like like tiki?
I would like to get into that, but no, I just do painting. So
Oh, it's paintings? Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all your art, it's all hand, like actual painted on canvas.
a canvas or like wood panels. So there's a
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So everything's like wood panel. I live right next to like a really big art store too. Oh, that right back there. One more. I got that Tiger Army tiki mug.
Oh yeah, I saw you over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, did I miss it? Where was it?
Yeah. When
It's-
he has a box.
Yeah, the one with the box.
There.
So I did like an unboxing video.
How crazy. We had the Tiger
The
Army.
Tiger Army.
drummer.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. When did that come out?
I'm into seeing
I
this.
don't know, like maybe a couple months ago.
You know what I heard about them?
Tiger Army
they
Never
have a-
Dies?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Don't you step on my fucking punchlines. Is that what it is? That
shit.
tiger?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Damn, that shit looks badass.
It's fucking sick, actually.
Oh, excellent.
God damn.
Oh, that's
Pretty
super
huge.
cool.
So they came out with the Misfits one, and I didn't get it, and so I was like, "Fuck, I better get this one though." But they're expensive. I mean, that one cost me like $80.
Yeah.
God
So
damn.
collecting tiki mugs is definitely an expensive hobby that I can't really afford all the time.
Any kind of collectibles, man. Like it sucks so bad. And even if you find something that's like, oh, I found this little bullshit. They only cost like a couple bucks a piece. It's like, sure, those ones do, but the good ones,
Yeah.
you know, whatever you're collecting, it's like, oh yeah, the beginners ones cost $1, $2. If you really want to get into this, it costs 50, 60 bucks a piece.
A pop.
Well, what am I doing? You
Do
know?
the energy drinks taste better in that tiki mug?
You know what? I've never actually drank them out of the tiki mug before.
What?
I'm too busy shotgunning them, so I don't really have time to pour it in a fucking cup.
Wait,
make it look nice.
wait. So not only do you have high blood pressure, you know this, and you're going to drink everything fucking under the earth that is bad for you. You are shotgunning each of these fucking ones?
Let me introduce. Have you guys ever heard of pre-workout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the best. You do a dry scoop of pre-workout, and then
Holy shit.
With
shotgun
the
the fucking
energy
energy drink.
What?
Yeah, dude.
How are you alive?
You're a fucking meth head.
My friend used to she used to party with this chick, and it was always like the girl never the friend of a friend, she didn't like to buy drugs, so she would always ask my friend, like, can you buy the drugs, you know, so she would get coke for her all the time. And then she got the coke, but one time she got the coke, but she did it all, and so she got her brother's creatine, and just fucking gave her a little pinch, gave her a little bag of the fucking creatine. The chick fucking rails the creatine. She's like, I love it. This is the best Coke you've ever got. She's like, it burns my nose so good. And so she started an enterprise where it was all profit because she's just taking scoops of her brother's fucking creatine and selling it to this chick. And she's like, are you gonna do it? She's like, no, I quit. You know, and her friend fucking loved it.
Oh man,
That's so funny. You know, like it's ironic that I've never done cocaine because I'm afraid of how it's gonna treat my heart.
well, at this point, for sure.
It'll probably be better for you. Are you kidding me?
It's like I'm gonna do a healthy alternative. I'm gonna do cocaine.
I think it would probably be less chemicals in your body if you did probably cocaine.
You're talking about doing a dry scoop of pre-workout along with an energy drink, and you're worried about a little chotch? Get out of here!
I guess so.
What? Wait.
Knowing me, I'd probably just mix them both together.
Sure,
so.
you know, it's like, you know what would be really good with some cocaine? Another energy drink.
I can fucking fly. Like,
When at what point does the arm start shaking? Like what's the recipe for that?
so if I go out and I'm drinking like at a like a show or something, it's always the first two drinks, and my friends know what. Point to me, Red Bull vodka. That's what we drink. So only two, because after that, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I just try to stick to beer after that when it comes to shows. So, because probably like 3 or 4, like it's too much.
So
It's too much. You don't know what you're gonna do, or it's too much. You don't know if you're gonna die.
Both. So,
but we're talking about energy drink with alcohol.
yeah, vodka and Red Bull.
Okay, but what about the arm thing? Does that happen
Yeah,
that happens on vodka and energy drink? Or
Yeah, that's when I'm like drinking.
Oh.
Like that's when I was. Yeah, that hasn't happened in like a really long time. But in my 20s, when I used to like go to like nightclubs and stuff like that, I'd just be drinking that shit like all night. And you know, about like 6 or 7 or whatever you're into, and that's when I'm like, oh, my fucking arm hurts. Like I can't stretch it out. So
I do remember the Red Bull vodkas when they first started coming out, and everybody was drinking that shit.
When it first happened, fuck yeah.
Yeah, everybody was drinking them, dude.
I think the last time something like that happened to me, it was when I went to a Double or Nothing about 2 years ago in Vegas. There was this bar, and they had these monster cocktails, and I must have drank like 4 of them, and then my arm started doing that, and I started getting flashbacks. I'm like, okay, no more.
Is there ever a time when you say, you know what, I got to stay off of energy drinks for a week or two just so that I can get that energy drink like
Build
hit.
get your tolerance.
That detox, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll happen. I think the longest I've ever gone since I've been really addicted to them is probably like a week. Like I'll go maybe like 4 or 5 days without it.
When it's shaking. Like, oh.
Yeah, like I can't like. I have a hard time like waking up in the morning because I used
It's like,
to.
why is my heart only beating 100 times a minute? Like,
I
this
used
is
to. Well, I
fucking-
used to have a job where I woke up at like 3 in the morning every day.
But I lost it.
Jesus
Yeah.
because of the drinks.
Yeah.
I'm like I can't wake up.
I had a guy that we used to work at this magazine called Dirt Pilot Magazine, Chuck and Rod. We call him Crack, Kevin Crack, and Red Bull used to send us cases of fucking Red Bulls, and he was drinking them. And one time we missed, like they couldn't send it that month or whatever it was, but they were gonna send it, sooner or later.
get it.
But just, sorry, we're behind. That motherfucker couldn't do shit, dude. Like,
just at work like-
yo, dude, he was like fucking like, oh my god, I feel like shit. He ended up going and buying.
It's like, yo,
some.
you're a drug addict, man.
No, for sure.
That's definitely what it is. It's definitely a vice for sure.
Who's your favorite X-Man?
Cyclops.
And
I'm so glad they didn't do him dirty. Yeah, so that's a big painting I did a while ago, and I just reposted that because the X-Men '97 came out. And I'm
Yeah.
a huge.
So good.
Yeah.
God
So-
damn.
That's what I said. I'm glad they didn't make Cyclops into a pussy this time.
I
Really,
know.
they really,
They
did
really
good
fucked
this
him in
time.
the movies.
Yeah.
Like, god damn.
Everything, even on the fucking
Everything, yeah.
Even on that first series, he was
I
such
mean,
a
he's
fucking.
Cyclops is kind of a,
I mean,
He's a badass
in the
dude.
comics.
He's a badass in the comics for sure.
butthole.
He drinks a lot of energy drinks in the comics.
Yeah. That's fucking straight monster coming out of his eyes.
Did you see the Deadpool and the Wolverine?
Yeah, I
What'd you
fucking
think?
loved it.
That was really good.
I loved it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And I was kind of suspicious about it too. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. But it was
I
good.
when it got announced, I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be good. But the closer it got, the more I was like, oh no.
Same,
man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is, I don't know. Then I find when I went inside, it was excellent.
And one of the things I liked about it too is they went like deep. Like I grew up reading comic books, so I got all the little
deep
comic
cuts.
book,
Sure.
Things that a lot of people that just kind of like Deadpool from pop culture. They're like, oh, that's good. I'm like, well, did you see this or did you see
Right,
this?
did you catch this little
this
thing?
Is
This
from
is-
like Age of Apocalypse and this and that. So.
This is why, like, it's like comic book. It's wrestling. It's the same thing where when they put little shit in there, it's like, oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's referring to a Bret Hart match that happened in fucking 1984. And fucking blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh man, but I love doing it. I love knowing the fucking deep shit, And I didn't.
sure.
Comic books was never my shit. And then I started work at when I was working at a tattoo shop. This girl, Danica, she came out here from Alabama. What she did, her degree from college, she went to SCAD, which is like whatever art called. Her degree is sequential art, which is comic books,
yeah.
And so she would sit down and break down all kinds of shit for me. It was like, holy shit, She's like, man, this shit gets deep, Like, oh, it's so good.
That's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's always hard to find somebody to talk to about this stuff too, especially now that you're older, because any girl I'm dating never wants to say this fucking shit. You know what I mean?
It's the best. I mean, wrestling's always my example. When someone says they like something, and then you say it, and you could tell, like it's like, oh, I went too far. Like,
yeah,
or they're like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about anymore. It's like, fuck, man, never mind. I went into deep water.
Maybe we got to go to Comic-Con and hang out at comic book shops.
Yeah, what's funny is I never been to Comic-Con in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Well, it started off comic books, and then
Yeah.
it went totally crazy, and I haven't been back.
So
I used to
awesome.
host the one in Long Beach, and it was artists and comic books and rarity shit, like just crazy shit. And then it went all the way to the movies and all that shit, and all that other stuff went away. And I don't know if it's come back. I don't know if it's back in.
Yeah,
but,
this year I heard it was fucking banging. That's what I
Yeah.
heard. But I've been to like different Comic Cons, just not the San Diego.
Not
one.
Comic-Con. Yeah, not that.
That shit it's wild out there.
Yeah, that's
all
what
the
I've heard.
panels and so many people walking around. That convention center is just fucking huge.
Yeah, there's always some crazy news that comes out of it too. And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, some wild shit. But yeah, I've been out there a couple times. Good times.
It's dope. I have been when it first started with when they would change all the restaurants to different shit, and you can go and have different like food, and it's just like
Yeah, I remember one year they
themed.
did the Taco Bell Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Like, right?
It's so
It's
good.
fucking awesome.
He's got little plates.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Taco
Wait in
Bell.
line for 4 hours for like a fucking little thing.
And no salt, because
Yeah.
there's no salt, man.
Or 13 hours.
Yeah, like Mario did in traffic.
Yeah, that's a lot of hours.
That is a shit ton of hours, man.
So then for the art, I mean, did you try to stick to something specific? Because obviously we saw the Tiki stuff. We see the aliens, the Predator, obviously the X-Men. I mean, you're just all over. I mean,
Yeah, everything's pretty much based off of nostalgia. Like everything I grew up with. There's a lot of I like He-Man and Ninja Turtles. So there's some like stuff like that. Like this is a tiki painting I did. It's kind of like a fantasy kind of.
It looks a little bit
it's-
like Kamala.
Yeah, kind of. It's got that kind of vibe to it. But yeah, I'm just kind of like all over the place with just anything that I grew up liking, like Transformers and stuff like that. I'm a product of the late 80s, early 90s, so I got Power Rangers, all that kind of shit.
Where's a good tiki bar?
In LA or Orange County?
Where's a
Both.
good tiki bar?
My favorite place in Orange County is Strongwater, I think. So that's a good one. There's Stowaway, which is in Tustin. They just opened a new one in LA called Lucky. I think it's called like Lucky Tiki. But Tonga Hut's really good. That's in North Hollywood.
I've been to the Tonga Hut.
The
That's
Hong,
a-
yeah, I do a lot of events out there too. Like once every couple months, they have like a marketplace there, and I sell my art and stuff like that there too.
It's fun when tiki will find its way into the zeitgeist to get where it's like, why is all of a sudden tiki hot right now? You start
Yeah.
looking around and it's like, all these dudes wearing tiki. Everybody's got a tiki cup. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun though. It's kind of like this weird escapism.
And for
you know?
sure, but like in like the rest of the world, it ebbs and flows into who, like, tiki coming in and out of style. It's so fun.
Yeah. And it's like you can mix it with any type of pop culture stuff too. So, like Star Wars and Tiki is like a really big thing right
Yeah.
now too. So that's kind of like, I guess, why it fits into my style with all the comic books and all that kind of stuff.
You've never painted an homage to your favorite energy drink?
No, not yet. I guess I probably should.
That would like the mountaintop, with people worshiping down with just a big can. You're
Yeah, a can of the best.
It's a big C4 with everybody. Oh.
I was gonna get the monster stripe across my chest,
Hell
but I was
yeah.
like,
They ain't paying me yet.
Oh, go back. Tell me you got the Hatbox Groom right there.
yeah. So that's the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like Disney.
I don't, but I like that picture. No. I don't mind Disney. I don't get the Disney adult stuff.
Sure.
That's what I don't get. Like I haven't been there since I was like 19, and like when you date girls, they're like, I have a Disney pass holder. I'm a Disney pass holder. Okay, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, I used to date an Orange County girl. We'd go to Disneyland all the time. All the time.
See, there's Alien Tiki
Oh,
Bar.
that's super cool.
Where can they find your art for sale?
You can go to my Instagram at Polynesian Punk or this punk guy, and I do have a link tree to my website. I have a Big Cartel, which is kind of like an Etsy, and I sell a lot of it. But I do
Hey, it's
lot.
it's Etsy for dudes.
It's
all
Etsy
right?
for dudes. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Do you do any prints on shirts or anything like that?
No, I do regular prints. I have like some merchandise. Sometimes I'll put them on pillows, or I have like coasters, just different kind of like knickknacks that you could put prints on. So that's mostly what I do, but it's just prints. And I do canvas like reprints too as well. And I sell like original artwork and just that kind of stuff. So I would like to get more into like sculpting. I would love to eventually do like my own tiki mug and sell it.
Hell
That's like the next goal, I think. That's my next step that I'm trying to do.
It's a great goal. Like be able to like design it and manufacture it.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, and I know a lot of sculptors that do it, and it's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of money to put into it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You have to buy a kiln. You gotta fucking buy all that
yeah.
shit.
Or you supplement it to somebody else that does it for you. You
Yeah,
create,
yeah,
and
true.
that's
have-
where the money comes.
Patrick Swayze behind you, while he's doing the thing.
Grabbing you all
there's like a
up.
lot of stuff involved.
That's
man.
only more of a reason to do it. Then.
Fool, just 3D print that shit and you paint it yourself.
There's a lot of
Man.
people that do that. Yeah,
We're
there's
at
a lot of
this is
3D.
where I'm an analog culture, man. I want fucking. I don't
Johnny,
want
you're getting be left behind right now.
I want
fucking,
the computer. I'm a Luddite.
I don't know how to
Luddite.
use no ZBrush though. That's shit's hard.
I don't know what a
Do you
zebra
know how to do it? Yeah, you don't.
That's
know
what
how to
they
3D
make it, right? Like you sculpt
don't
it
know.
like on ZBrush, and then
He doesn't know nothing about 3D
Oh,
printing.
okay.
Just talking shit to
I'm
you.
just saying, like, there's a thing to
He-
fucking get it done.
He just thinks that he knows a better way. That's all. Even though he don't know nothing.
I got a buddy who prints, and he's been able to like do like little things for me here and there. Like, oh, if I need a certain part that broke, like here, fucking he'll design it and fucking bring it back to me. Like, oh shit, like that's pretty fucking incredible.
It's-
like,
that's sick. Yeah.
Look, 3D printing as a concept is a world-changing thing. Like the fact, like we're talking about printing parts, that so much like space, so much weight and like cargo room and all this shit was taken up by spare parts. Like things that you need to be able to replace when you're like, but now that they can just print all this stuff, they don't have to take any of it with them. And so it like releases it, there's no more cargo load to buy. It's like changing fucking the world, man.
So we'll finally get to the moon.
Like, maybe.
No.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing. You do not need an energy drink on Tuesday nights. The only energy drink you need is the West Coast Pop Blog Podcast, live every Tuesday night, 8 to 9, live on Twitch, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. This episode
Live on Mars.
took such a twist, man. It was great conversating with you, my boy, to be honest.
Sorry we didn't talk about
This felt
any
more
of the
like a
stuff.
therapy session
Yes.
than anything.
But you know what? Those are the best. You know, when
Yeah.
you just go off and you just talk about whatever.
We talk
Sometimes-
about none of the things you thought you were going to talk about.
No, we hit the art here at the end. You know what I'm saying? He got to plug a little bit.
by the
of
way,
art in
how this interview started? Hey, you do art? Yeah. Okay, cool. Next question.
But he just threw a big old like curveball with the whole
Yeah,
like energy
yeah,
drink
yeah.
shit, which is dope, which is really dope, man. We've never had anybody like that. Now you're gonna get booked on all kinds of podcasts for that. But
You should be sponsored by one of these fucking companies.
yeah.
they're not gonna sponsor him. They
Yeah,
don't need to.
I'm
He
buying
fucking buys the
myself.
shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're like, he's addicted
do
already.
you want him to go out of business?
Do you have anything you want to put out there? Your website, if you have
Plug,
a website,
promote,
plug,
announce.
Yeah.
Just follow me on Instagram at this punk guy, or follow me at Polynesian Punk. Both IGs are linked, and that's where you can mainly find me. Or if you want to hit up one of the forums that I'm on for energy drinks, you can find me there too. Posting every other day, more than any other art or anything that I post.
What's the name of the forum?
I don't know by heart, actually. I'm just fucking with
Orange County energy drinks.
It's something like that. It's definitely something like that.
All right, Johnny.
What?
Nothing.
Get out of here, Mario. What you got going on?
Come on, Johnny, no shows. Let's see. We're doing a 80s summer New Wave party happening this Saturday, the 10th of August at Mal's in downtown LA. And if you're in Las Vegas and Fresno, we're hitting that Shadows of Summer tour with Past Self of Las Vegas, Puppet of Fresno, Vic Vapors from LA, and Radio Vampire from Vegas. So come check it out. We're going to be at the Swan Dive on the 22nd and at Full Circle Brewing Company in Fresno on the 23rd. Get your tickets at m81presents.com. Salud, Johnny. Salud.
Thank you.
Right.
Salud. Why it sounds like you're throwing up as you're sneezing.
That's what happened.
Oh, okay, cool.
And next week we will have Go Betty Go on the
Nice.
podcast.
Nice.
We'll be
Live performance?
I think I will be going to that show tw.
I don't know about a live performance.
Uh-oh.
They were still thinking about it. Hopefully we get them at least an acoustic performance.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
You know how it is. But that's from Rob Castellon and Wire Tap Records.
Nice.
So thank you to him for setting that one up. Yeah, and they're playing at the Paramount with Los Abandoned.
Yeah, I don't know who they're playing with.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the name of the band?
Oh,
should
well,
check them out.
Yeah, Los Abandoned. My friend was a drummer on that. I don't know if he still is. Tony Too Sweet. I got him that gig when I used to be on LA TV Live.
Too sweet.
Yeah. But it's the West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. We're out.
Goodbye.
The number one live show in the world, West Coast Pop Lock Podcast. Coming to you from Pig Studios in Compton, California. Featuring radio personality Super Steve Flores. Comedian extraordinaire, that dude Johnny C. And Mr. I'll Do Anything for a Buck, Mario 81. So throw your dubs in the air and let's get ready to pop lock.